Let's welcome in Richard Hamilton, who has avoided the South Beach flu at all costs, despite living down here in South Florida. Let's talk about Joel Embiid. Look, he loses the MVP to Nikola Jokic. He said about a month ago, if I lose, maybe they hate me. I don't know what else to do. Is this just adding fuel to his fire tonight?
Amanda, yes, it's hate, 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 hate. Joel Embiid had an incredible year. I mean, I couldn't see him playing any better than he played. Runner-up last year, this year with all the turmoil going around the team, he put this team on his back. I mean, he just didn't come out this season and play on the perimeter whole season long. He dominated the paint. The one thing he added to his game was he was a guy that you can count on, that one can force a double team, but also can play out of it and hit open guys. He's been playing incredible, leading the lead in scoring, most dominant player other than Giannis in the NBA right now. So I thought he had a great year, and I didn't think that he lost this MVP battle all season long. Yeah, the Joker played great all year long, putting his team on his back, but I don't think he did enough to be named the MVP over Joel Embiid.
Rip, I got to ask you, how do you feel about the mask? Like, in comparison to yours, how does it look? Is it fashionable? What do you think?
And I was going to say that too. I was going to add that to him, man. And he's wearing the mask. So anytime a guy wears the mask, he's going to get an MVP vote from me. So yes, that takes his game to a whole new other level. Just watch how he performs down in the playoffs right there.
It has Batman feel. I thought it looked pretty cool there. I like yours better, of course, but that one does look good. Let's talk about the Heat. I do want to mention Kyle Lowry out for this Game 5. They're re-injuring his left hamstring. The Heat in Philly shot just 21.5 from 3. How do they regroup tonight?
Well, first of all, I want to add to that black mask, Amanda. I tried to wear one back in 2005. The league came down and said I would get fined if I wore a black mask. So
what?
The rules is changed a little bit. Yes, they just wouldn't let me. They just said it wasn't part of the dress code that the guys, wear each and every game. So they wouldn't allow me to do it. But to talk about Kyle Lowry, I think it's a huge loss for the 76ers. But I do feel as though that, Kyle, even though he came back in Game 4, he still looked a little timid and looked hurt out there on the floor. Wasn't knocking down wide open shots. I do think this is an opportunity for a guy named Duncan Robinson to get some key minutes out there, especially when you look at their struggling from the 3-point line, only shooting 21%. When you look at this Miami Heat team offensively, they get a lot of easy shots off movement, coming off pin downs, dribble handoffs, and that's where Duncan Robinson is really great at. And they got to take advantage of them playing Joel Embiid out there. Joel Embiid likes to pretty much sag off pick and roll situations, especially pin down situations. So when you got a guy like Duncan Robinson and other shooters out there, you got to exploit that matchup up there to get guys easy and wide open opportunities from the 3-point line.
Hey, really quickly, Rip, I want to go back to Joel Embiid because he said, look, I don't think we've played our best basketball yet. Here's what he had to say.
I mean, the way we played is the reason why, we tied the series. But I don't think we've played our best basketball. Tonight we had, way too many turnovers. We got a lot of adjustments and a lot of room to grow. So we gotta learn from it. But we are far from, playing our best basketball. So that's the encouraging thing.
So not a whole lot of reaction from James Harden beside him. He did get one little nod there, though. Can the 76ers actually play better than they did in Philly?
I do think so. And the reason why is the little thing, the details. When you're playing in the playoffs, a lot of times all the little stuff really, you really understanding like where guys want to be at, where guys want to get their shots at. And you got to understand, James Harden came in the middle of the season. So a lot of guys on the team don't really know his tendencies as much as the previous teams that James played on. So guys are still learning each other. If you look at the turnover battle, yes, I felt as though the 76ers had a lot of careless turnovers. If you just looked at their post-entry passes to Joel Embiid, there were a lot of times that they were throwing it over, even though they knew that Miami Heat was going to try to front the post and make them play over top of the defense. So when he says, hey, yes, we can play better, it's the little detail things. Everybody looks at, hey, James Harden had a big game. He scored 30. Yes, he did. But when they're playing in sync on both ends of the floor and not having these relapses out there for minute, 2-minute moments in the game, then yes, they'll be playing that championship basketball.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.